Okay, so yesterday we started using the hemp sheaves, hemp plastering. They're lovely, often used as animal bedding. These are ones of construction. They're from an agricultural co-op in France, and they're supposed to be the best hemp sheaves that you can get. And actually they're the only ones that I can get in Portugal. They are starting to grow hemp in the Alentejo, and 4 guys got together a few years ago and started making hemp blocks, and they're supposed to be going into much bigger production soon with locally grown hemp, which is exciting for hemp blocks. But I'm using it as plaster, so I'm going to use 1 bucket of hemp sheaves in 1 bucket of lime putty. That's what we were using yesterday. I might have to add a bit more hemp because this is the bottom of a barrel now of lime putty, and it's not super putty-like. It's got more water in it. And so I don't add any more water, we just mix it together with the hemp sheaves. And if it seems too watery, we add more hemp. We're not being particularly scientific about it, but we watch the Make Do Grow videos, and they do. Kylie there does 1 bucket of putty to 1 bucket of hemp, and she's the only person that I've found that actually is using lime putty rather than either NHL or CL90S, which I haven't found here yet. I know it is sold, but I haven't found it yet. And this is what it looks like when it's on. If the wall was flat, it would look more like wood chip wood wallpaper. It's very, very fibrous. This is just the first layer, and what I'm trying to do is even out this crazy bumpy wall a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Because obviously the flatter it is, the less dust there's going to be, and the easier it's going to be to plaster, because at the moment I can't plaster it. Well, I won't be able to do a final coat that looks anywhere near acceptable. So yeah, I'm just going to make it a tiny bit more acceptable by using hemp insulation. So if I was doing like a proper insulation job, I would build forms on the wall, like wooden forms that are a frame, and then throw or tamp down lots and lots of hempcrete behind it, and then the walls would be super, super flat. But that would cost me a lot of money in lime and a lot of money in hemp, mainly for delivery on the hemp really. And I can't afford that, so what I'm doing is something else that people do, is adding a little bit more insulation to their building by using it as a plaster. So I can do up to 8 centimetres on the wall, and if I was doing it with forms, I'd do a minimum of 15 centimetres probably, and my neighbour has put 25 centimetres on. Obviously the walls are uneven, so like 25 centimetres at the thickest, but that would be super, super insulated. Yeah, but he's built a mega house and it's absolutely gorgeous. And mine is just one wee little room, and he has more, you know, funds available obviously, because there's no way that I could afford to do that. So yeah, this is my compromise hemp plaster, up to 8 centimetres, bit more insulation. And it's nice that I've swapped now from doing just ordinary lime covering, because that was getting so tedious. And so it's just nice to have a little bit of a change in texture and slapping it on the wall, and yeah, it's just a different feel. And I was ready for a change because it gets boring. That's it.